Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting figure review. Today we're taking a look at the Transformers Rise of the Beasts 2-pack. It comes with Optimus Primal and Skullcruncher. I love this Rise of the Beast packaging. We got some ancient ruins. It says Transformers Rise of the Beast. We have like some fire kind of design below. Hasbro. This nice green font that shows Optimus Primal's name along with his respective faction. The Maximals, we see Skullcruncher's name, along with his respective faction. The Decepticons, says Transformers. We got some ruins and some jungle. We got a really nice, what looks like tablet here that shows like different Maximal and like Autobot and Beast Wars symbols. Like we have the Predacon symbol, the Autobot symbol, the Maximal symbol, the Decepticon symbol. We got Beast Megatron. We got Cheetor. We got Dinobot, Rhinox, Scorponok, Black Arachnia, all those great homages to Beast Wars itself. Again, it looks like they're standing in kind of like a ruin of some kind, ancient ruin. You can see a nice kind of illustration of Optimus Primal as he will appear in Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Other side of the box, we can see another really close-up image of Optimus Primal. You can see it's a Beast Combiner 2-pack. The back of it, we got some more of that jungle background, kind of framed by some ruins, like some stone ruins with some carvings on it. You can see the two different figures that it comes with. We got Optimus Primal, and of course we got Skullcruncher, this really cool Cybertronian crocodile, or alligator. Really like this kind of symbol here that shows like a monkey, very reminiscent of Optimus Primal, some vines and some more ruins. Really cool stuff, but enough with the box. Let's get these two figures out and take a closer look at them. Don't go away, there's more review to be had. Now, I'm pretty sure it's obvious. I came to this specific set, not for Primal, even though Primal is pretty cool and we'll get into him in a minute, but I came to this set mainly for Skullcruncher, and I'm not disappointed. But moving into Primal here before we talk about Skullcruncher, as there's a lot going for him, you're probably wondering why he looks so weird. Obviously he's got blue and browns on him, which obviously he doesn't have in the movie. He's mainly this kind of dark brown and gray and black color. He has no blue arm. Now, I think that this is actually supposed to be a reference to the Beast Wars version of the character. Now, obviously, this is still the movie design, as we did get another version of this same figure, but with more movie-accurate colors. So that can be the only way I can explain it, is that this is supposed to be a version of that movie design, but with the Beast Wars colors. You can see him right here. He's got some fur here. On the back, there's lots of fur. Very brown fur. His beast face is like really detailed for being like a cheap, like $30 figure. Does have some blue right here. Some monkey hands. Nice chest here. All kinds of really intricate mechanical detail. His feet are like really awesome, really cool monkey feet. Just a really cool figure, and I like it. I think it's definitely a nice figure for what you get, you know. It's not like the best figure, it's not like super good quality or anything, it's really just a shell former. But to transform our Primal here, we gotta move his legs down, move his arms down. We're gonna pull out his head here, and now he is in his robot mode, which looks very much like how he appears in the first season of the Beast Wars TV show. And I think that alone sells this set for me, because obviously you can get the other version of this figure, which comes with Power Stripe, which transforms into a crossbow for the figure. But this is supposed to clearly be a reference to the original cartoon, and I just love how simple the transformation is. Yeah, I wish it was more akin to like the older Transformer figures that transformed in 30 steps, but this is not bad. You know, it's easy for kids to understand, and it's a fun little transformation. And again, you get a homage to that old cartoon with Optimus Primal here. Now, we do have Skullcruncher, who is my main drive for this set. Really cool, lots of mechanical detail. I wish there was dry brushing. I wish it was more detail than just being one-dimensional here. But this guy does become armor for Primal, so, you know, it's nothing too big. It's not a big gripe. He does have moving legs on each side. His back legs move as well, but it's really stiff. Obviously, he's not really meant to do anything. He's just a gimmick for the base figure, which is Primal. But he's still really cool. Lots of spikes, and I love how the joints kind of form some armored scoots for him. And then you got really realistic things like skin textures and scales, really going into that bioorganic look that Beast Wars had. Really cool, and I think he's super awesome. He doesn't do much. Again, he's just a gimmick figure, but I think he's definitely cool. And I love that the creator of the two figures, obviously this one which becomes armor for Primal, and the smaller one that becomes a gun for the other figures, is kind of inspired by the Minicon Gator Raider, who just kind of served his master by killing anybody else who survived his master's first assault. You know, he basically took care of the people that weren't supposed to live. And I think that's great that they're pulling, that personality from that particular character and putting it into Skullcruncher here. It's definitely something really scary for, realistically, should be scary character. I mean, he transforms into an alligator. Alligators are pretty frightening. But I'm going to transform these guys into their combined form. And don't go away, because there'll be more review to be had. Alright, so here is Primal and Skullcruncher in their combined form, and it's not too bad. It gives Primal some more bulk, and obviously it gives him a lot of weapons, like the bottom jaw of Skullcruncher becomes this kind of cannon. The tail becomes a sword. I'm kind of tired of these Transformer beasts that have, a tail sword, but, whatever. It is what it is. The top jaw becomes this kind of forearm shield. The body of the figure becomes this kind of chest plate, helmet, and shoulder pads, which I think is super cool. And it definitely brings a lot of interesting things to the figures when they're combined. And, I mean, it's a monkey wearing, alligator armor. That's pretty badass, right? Back, nothing really going on. Most of the action is at the front. You can see, different things, the, kind of spine becomes this, really nice armored chest plate with some mechanical detail. The helmet is kind of a blend between Skullcruncher and Primal, as it should be, and it's just really cool. There's not much else to really say. I mean, it's pretty generic. Obviously, it's just a kid's toy, but I like how the bottom jaw becomes a cannon, the top jaw becomes a forearm shield, tail becomes a sword, and then obviously most of the figure becomes this kind of chest plate and shoulder pads and just this really cool kind of armored look. It's a really fun gimmick, and I definitely think it's super cool. It's not something I would go out of my way to buy again. Obviously, I just bought this set for Skullcruncher, and I'm probably just going to take him off of Primal after this video is done and just display him in his beast mode, because that's pretty much what I came for this set. But it's really cool. I had to showcase his gimmick. Obviously, he holds the thing. It's like a sword. Looks really cool. Lots of mechanical detail, filling out the parts that are obviously exposed now because he's no longer in his gator form. He's now in a combined kind of armor form. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get these guys transformed back into their respective modes, and we'll finish up the review. But there you have it, my look at the Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Beast Alliance, Beast Combiner 2-pack, Skullcruncher, and Optimus Primal. I love that they didn't just give you a brand new version of that smaller Optimus Primal figure. They repainted it to look more like the Beast Wars cartoon version, and obviously you get Skullcruncher, who is definitely a win. He's a freaking Cybertronian alligator, and the armor gimmick is an interesting thing. I probably won't buy any more of these types of figures. I'll wait until more of the deluxe and studio series figures come out, because these to me are just kind of like a waste of money. They're really cheap, and most times they're not accurate to what we see on screen. But let me know what you guys think about these in the comments below, and with that, do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.